right, y'all. So if you guys ever gone out and you hear these DJs play these crazy dope edits or these insane remixes, chances are they probably got it from one of these websites. I'm going to start off with giving you guys 2 electronic dance music websites that are premier, in my opinion, premier resource where DJs are going to get their music from. The first one is well known to everybody in the industry, and that is Bport. Beatport.com. This is by far the #1 resource for electronic dance music for DJs. So I want to give you guys a couple secrets about Bport. I've been a member of Bport probably since 2006 or 7, I think, so quite some time. I want to let you guys in so you guys can really, really maximize your experience on this website. So first of all, over here, a couple things you need to follow. Number 1, instead of going right to the top 100, which is over here, okay, before you even touch this top 100 side, you need to come over here to, number 1, the different genres, okay? You have to really figure out what sound you really like, what works for you. In other words, I'm not a hard techno kind of dude, but I really mess with progressive house, and let's say big room, or even bass house. Okay, some people, their genre that works for them are drum and bass and dubstep. I don't particularly like the sound of those, so I don't really follow them. But that's one of the things you want to start doing is getting used to a sound. It's going to make your experience on all these websites a lot easier. Now, the second thing, before you visit over here in the top 100, you need to start following certain artists, okay? And what I mean by that is throughout the years, so since I've signed up with Bport, these are all the artists that they've come out with a couple bangers, and then I'll start following them, right? And then once they've come out with like 5 or 6, then I start following the record label. So before I skip to that here, let me come back over here. Afrojack, Alesso, Bingo Players, Claptone, EDX. These are all some of my favorite artists, okay? So that anytime they come out with a new release, you know, it's going to say, it'll have that little green number to the right of it. So that means Kid Massive just came out with 8 new releases. Mac J just came out with a new release. So before I even go over to the top 100, I'm looking at what artists came out, because I like the sound of a lot of these guys. So with that being said, let's scroll down a little bit more and come over to the labels. Now, this is another thing you want to start doing when you're on this website. When you start liking the sound of some of these guys, so like Tommy Trash, or, you know, Who's Who, Will K, Yaskapida, when you start liking the sound of some of these dudes, then you start following the record labels, because what happens is these guys end up starting a record label, and they assign more artists under that record label that sound kind of like them. So if you like the artists that are releasing this music, you're going to like the sound of their whole record label. For instance, Axwell, right? Let's go with Axtone Records. They just came out with 2 new releases. So if we come over here, I'm not going to hit play simply because YouTube is going to flag it. But I could already tell this is going to be a dope track. It's Heartbeat featuring Charlotte Haining, extended mix by Jay Robinson and Charlotte Haining. This is under Axwell's label. Axwell was the guy of the Swedish House Mafia, and the genre is going to be house. So listen, with that being said, that's going to be a dope song, and I know when I preview it later, I'm going to love it, okay? So definitely something you want to do when you sign up for Bport. Instead of going to the top 100 and going through there, start following your favorite artists, and once you get enough artists under your belt, again, then you start following the record labels. And then once you go to that, you come back over to the homepage of Bport, and then you could start following the charts, okay? So again, you start following the artists, and then you start following the record labels, and then you come back and check the DJ charts. And this is where you're going to find, you know, the top charts of like some of your favorite artists. And they kind of come in random. Like I don't know who any of these people are, but as you can see, there's a good chance that one of your artists are going to come out with the a top 10 chart. All right, so something to keep in mind with Bport. And then you could go ahead and scroll the top 100. Again, top 100 is going to be very, very all over the kind of the road, or all over the map as far as DJ genres are concerned. You're going to hear here. Let's check it out real quick. Let's come over here and look at the top 100. Let's see. All right, so come over here, and then over here, if you look at the genres of some of these, you got funky, groove, jack house, tech house, deep house, house, drum and bass. Again, kind of all over the map with the genre over here. So again, that's why I say it's better following the artists than following the record labels. And then you're going to find that most of the people that release stuff probably got a top 10, 100. They're probably in the top 100 somewhere here. So again, Bport, definitely one of the best sources in the game, has always been for electronic dance music. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so the next resource I got for you is called TrackSource. TrackSource, as well as Bport, they've been around for a long time. The difference between TrackSource and Bport, from what I've noticed, is that TrackSource leans more towards house, funky house, old school house, deep house, very chill house, very loungy stuff you're going to find in their top 10 and top 100 tracks, okay? Same kind of thing, though. You do want to develop your genres. You want to start following your favorite DJs, and you want to start following your favorite record labels. Now, there are tracks that are available to download on TrackSource that aren't available to download on Bport. So when you can't find a track that somebody released, make sure you check both of these out, as it might be in one and not the other. So let's see who they have here for top DJs. A lot of these guys, Louis Vega especially, they're kind of deep house, funk and soul house. But I go to TrackSource when I'm playing at a venue that's all house music, and I need to build up that crowd by playing some kind of lounge music, because there's times where when you play at all these places and you're the opener, right, you're not gonna want to drop big room classic bangers. You're gonna want to ease into that crowd by playing deep house, chill house, and then building up that crowd and getting them to the more energetic bangers, right? TrackSource to me is a huge resource for that. I mean, I've been using this not as long as I've been signed up with Bport, but this has been a game changer for sure. When you get a sec, definitely check out the top 10. Again, it's going to be more chill. Don't expect any super hard bangers or big room club bangers in the top 10, or even the top 100 as they have here. But as you can see, a lot of look at the genres over here: house, funk, disco, indie dance, soulful house, Afro house. These are all very laid back tracks. So this is a perfect resource to come to when you have a long night and you got to build up that crowd with some chill music. All right, moving on to number 3. This is for all my open format DJs out there, and I don't even know how this continues to be an argument, but DJ City, DJcity.com is, again, by far, it's the best open format record pool in my opinion. I mean, every single time I come here, they got all the top, everything that I download from this website is just straight fire. Okay, so let's dive into this website. Number one, they just came out with a dope, if you come to the main page here, they just came out with a dope option to go to night and day. Pretty fire. So let's come over here let's just click on DJ City and check out. I want to show you guys a couple things about this. All right, so this is the home page. I do have to resubscribe to my account because I'm playing again. I'm going to subscribe to the account. Now, I will say, if you come over here and subscribe, let me just check something out. It's 3 months for $90, and you could cancel anytime. Now, let me talk about that real quick, because when you look at this and you're like, damn, $90 is a long time. Okay, but check this out. You get, I think, 3 or 4 downloads per individual track. So there's no reason. How many times are you going to download a song? Probably once, right? And then you have it on your laptop or on your computer, and then it's yours. there's no reason why you can't get 2 more of your boys or 2 more of your DJs to sign up with you. You guys all share an account and you split it. So basically one 3 months, you pay the $90, okay? And then all 3 of you have access to the account. The next 3 months, the other DJ plays, the $90, okay? And then they have access to the account. And so on and so forth. And I'm telling you right now, it's by far, it's really not that expensive when you think about what you get from this website, okay? So here are the most popular tracks. They got the top 50. You're gonna come over here. Let's go to record pool to see what they have here. Hold on a second. Let's come. Maybe it's this. Let's come over here more. Oh, let's scroll down. All right, look, it's not going to let me go in because I have to subscribe, but all these, for some reason with DJ City, all these are always on point. All these songs right here are always, you end up What's Next by Drake, the Jump Around DJ Scene edit. These are where you get the dope edits where like some of the remixers on this website are straight nasty and they come out with like really, really cool edits that are straight club bangers. Now I'm going to click on an individual track so you guys kind of get the gist of what you get from this website. Let's say I want to download Loved You, the Defunct Club edit, okay? Now, I want to download it. That's not a good example. Let me see something. Let's go to the main here. Let me try something else. That wasn't a good example because I kind of want to show you how many different options you have with this. So let's say Peaches by Justin Bieber. Come over here and look. You can get the dirty version, the clean version, the instrumental, the acapella, the DIY, which may not be studio quality, but a lot of these are pretty good to use. And you also have your 8-bar intro dirty, and you got your 8-bar intro clean. So you get all this. I mean, and this is again, so basically when I said earlier, you get 3 downloads for this, you get 3 downloads for that, and I have to double check that to see how many downloads you get per each track, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. If someone knows the answer, you could just comment below. But for each single one, you get all these. So you're not getting, and it's unlimited for you. Because again, all you're going to need to do is you're going to come here and be like, okay, I paid $90 for the subscription. I like this song, and I'm going to get all of these because there's going to be a time where you're going to want the clean and dirty versions. If you're playing a Sweet 16 and somebody's paying you $2,500 to play at their daughter's Sweet 16. You can't necessarily play the dirty version of songs. You can't play the dirty version of WAP. I mean, it's just not that ain't happening at a wedding either. So you definitely want to make sure you get the clean versions. And on top of that, these are all mixable. These are actually made for DJs. These intros right here and this intro, these clean, they're mixable intros so that you can mix from one song to the next going flawless. All right. So in my opinion, again, man, and the cool thing about DJ City 2 is if you come over to you got where's the blog that they used to have? I don't know if they have the blog, but let's go over to DJ City TV. Oh, it takes you to their YouTube channel. I would definitely follow them on YouTube too because they got some pretty fire stuff up. I want to play that, but yeah, I mean they have a bunch of cool dope tricks. I mean, again, I could go really, really deep into DJ City and how useful there is. I kind of want to just keep it on the platform. But if you're an open format DJ, man, you gotta use DJ City. Definitely something that I use all the time. I don't really even know where the argument is because I still feel like this is the best one out. All right, moving on to the fourth one when it comes to open format music. And that is going to be Kirkwood Clan. Now, Kirkwood Clan, if you know that song "Be Faithful," Fat Man Scoop, Kirkwood Clan, you know exactly what song I'm talking about. That was released by a group called Kirkwood Clan, which is DJ Riz and Scissorhands. Scissorhands is still the owner of this site. I don't know if Riz is still part owner of this site, but right now Scissorhands is. Actually, if you don't follow Scissorhands on Facebook and Instagram, he's a funny dude. I definitely would suggest that. But the thing with Kirkwood Clan, they were big when the mashup scene came out. So if you remember when hip hop was being mashed up with rock and hip hop was mashed up with house and all kinds of crazy stuff. This is where this website really, in 2006 when they were released, they really set the tone for that. You get crazy remixers on here, like Danny Diggs was one. DJ Am was a remixer at one point. DJ Scene. A lot of these guys started this. They're not. A lot of them aren't still with Kirkwood Clan, but you know, they had a really, really big part in getting this website to where it was. So let's come over here and check out what they have in here. This is a dope website that I like to use for you know, weddings and all kinds of crazy stuff. But look, I'm not going to come over here and hit, but they literally have edit packs. So you could get for a zip folder of 50 edits, the best of Kirkwood Clan for $20. You know, and this is just, listen, this is just one thing. Like, when you dive into the whole website, let me log in. Let me see if I can log in real quick. Let's see here. Yeah, so kind of like any other record pool, they're going to have your top artist of the month. Starjack always comes out with some fire. The Goodfellas, I follow a lot. I got a lot of their stuff too. But again, I don't want to play some of these because YouTube's going to flag me because they're weird like that. But as you can see, I mean, this is pretty dope too. They have a section over here for acapella DIYs, quick hit edits, and acapella intros. I mean, who doesn't love acapella intro and outros? So this is a solid website. I think it's always been a solid website, man. Like, let me see if they have my library up here. You could probably build your own library over here. But again, definitely check out Kirkwood Clan, especially if you need those like wedding edits. They have a dope section over here. Let me see if I can find it. They have like Christmas remix stuff, mega hit 80s. Anyways, there's a section over here where you can get like wedding DJ music, full on mixes, and they're official. So definitely, well, you got a Jay-Z mashup with Cheryl Lynn over here, Encore. I know that's going to be fire. I mean, I'd play it, but, you know, YouTube's going to be doing some stupid shit. But anyways, definitely check out Kirkwood Clan. That's a big record pool. They also own I-12-inch, which is similar to DJ City, but it's more of the 8-bar intros that you get for songs. I suggest sticking with DJ City. You're going to get better remixes. As far as the remixes, though, and the mashups, Kirkwood Clan, man, they're still coming out with that straight gas. So definitely check them out. All right, the last one, and this is essential if you are a Denon DJ. I think Pioneer came out with this too. I'm not really sure. I don't really mess with Pioneer since Denon the 5000s came out. But Tidal, this is the go-to streaming service for a number of reasons. So let me just log in over here. Let me show you guys Tidal. You know, it's $10 a month. And if you have a Denon, which I have Denon, and I could go in and log in my account right on my Denon players, okay? This is a thing with Tidal streaming service. Not only can they have playlists that you can kind of favor, you know, but you can create a new playlist right here. You could come over here and create a bunch of new playlists. Okay, give this playlist a title. Let's say I'm DJing a wedding and I need cocktail music for wedding, right? So let's just create new. Chill cocktail music for cocktail hour. Let's go create it. And now you could go ahead and you could add songs to this playlist. You know what I'm saying? Now you come over here and you say like you want jazz. Okay, and look, you got all these tracks right over here. Jazz feels, look at this. You can literally add all these to your playlist. Right here. And you see this little plus button. I like that. I'm going to like this Jazz Feels song by George Easting. I'm going to go over here, click, and then boom. I could click right that and it goes right to my playlist. So now when I pull up Tidal on my Denon players, this is all going to be in here. This is key, man. This is like this is a game changer. Again, I could really go into that, but I don't know. I'm not sure if Pioneer is doing that. If Pioneer is using Tidal, then you gotta download it. I mean, there's no question about it. By far, such a dope resource for streaming. When you're at a place Let's just type in a random name just to see if it comes up. Let's say I'm at a club and I need the new Drake song out. So I think the new Drake song is, let's go take a look over here. New Drake song is What's Next. So let me go see if they have, let me see, Drake. Let's type it in over here, Drake. What's next? And boom. Whoa, hold on a second. This thing started playing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry about that, guys. You come over here, look, Drake, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can pop this in there. Let's go to the tracks real quick. Come over here, you could add it to a playlist so you have it. So now, again, someone has a request, just a random request, and you could just type in the artist and it comes right up. Again, something to really, really look into, man. If you don't have title, especially if you have a Denon player and you don't have a title, you gotta get it. It's just essential for any kind of DJs, that, especially if you're out gigging and you get those random ass requests that I know you don't have the song to. You didn't even think about the song. This comes in so clutch with weddings. It's not even funny. So again, title, definitely get it. Definitely worth the $10 a month. All right. So, what's up, little buddy? With that being said, listen, thank you guys so much for following this video. I hope this was a big help to you guys. I know a lot of people are always wondering, where the fuck could I find good music? I just gave you 5 of the places that I always go to get my my hits. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you find any value to it, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what some of the record pulls that you're using. Maybe I'll go check them out. All right, so with that being said, DJ Rock signing off, and we'll see you on the next episode of Full Time DJs.